Welcome to the historic Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland. Just a stone's throw away, you find M&T Bank Stadium, the home of the Ravens. The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go, here in Baltimore. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. From the picturesque Pacific Northwest and the city of Seattle, welcome inside Lumen Field, where all the 12s make it at home for the Seahawks. The veteran Jason Myers will get this one started. And off we go from Lumen Field. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Aguilar goes off in motion. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Baltimore.
Now the first carry for King Henry. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Going to go right back to Henry. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
On play action, here's Jackson. Got his man at the 6. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes...
And he's in. Nelson Aguilar. Touchdown, Baltimore. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. First carry now for Kenneth Walker. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
On the ground, it's Walker. He'll get this to about midfield. Michael Pierce there to meet him. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. To throw is Smith. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down. So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. It's the Ravens out front. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Smith will give it to Charbonnet. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll run right. Here's Walker. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to 3rd down. We'll try and run it with Walker.
That's a heck of a stop by this defense early in this game, Mike, and it sets up a decision for the offense. You might be a little too far away to attempt a realistic field goal, but you might be a little too close to get anything out of the punt unit. I think I'm keeping the offense on. I'm trying to extend this drive, and I'm being aggressive here early.
That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
They face 2nd down and 7. From the gun, Jackson. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Again, it's Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He was short when he caught it, but knew exactly where he needed to get to. Gets there and keeps the drive alive.
You'll see right before the ball was snapped, the quarterback just take a peek. Is there enough space between the defender and your wide receiver that you intend to throw this little quick to? That's called the cushion. Cushion's big enough, you can run the play. He gets up in press coverage, you got to get at it. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. To the air one more time with Jackson. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
From the pistol, Smith. There's the big tight end, Fant. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
Mike, what we're seeing play out across the NFL is that if offensively it requires you to go the length of the field in a long, methodical drive, your chances of coming away with points continue to go down the more you snap the ball. You have to be able to generate shot plays, pick up big, explosive chunks, because when you do, your ability to score points typically tends to follow.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
So we've reached halftime, and the visiting Ravens are in front. As we'll send you over to Orlando, our EA Sports halftime report with the coach. Jonathan, all yours. All right, Coach, 2nd half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. That ball's going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line.
Hey, here we go, hey.
Starting this drive on the ground, here comes Charbonnet. He'll bring this up to the 22. Michael Pierce there to meet him. Second down and 8.
At the 22-yard line.
Hey, here we go, hey. Hey, here we go, sir.
Here's Smith. This one complete to his tight end Fant. Whoa. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points. All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a...
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
That is caught. What a throw. D.K. Metcalf. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Seahawks are on the board. It's 10-7. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. It's the tight end Likely in motion. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry. Here's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Henry. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
And the rush is going to get there. He'll go down. They were taking a big risk going for it in their own territory. It will not pay off. It's a turnover on down.
So as an offensive coordinator, you have to have answers for what the defense throws at you. And in this case, your quarterback is sitting back there. He has nowhere to go with the ball on 4th down. He ends up taking the sack, and now your drive is over.
They'll run it on 1st down with Charbonnet. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
There we go, sit down. There we go, sit down.
Now Walker trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
From the gun, it's Gino. He gets that to his big target back. 17 yards, the gain there. First down, Seattle. On the handoff, this is Walker. Not much happening there. Tackled at the 17. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
There we go. There we go, sit down.
A give to Charbonnet. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down.
Ready.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Important moment here. 3rd down and 4.
Come on, sit. There we go, sit down.
Now Walker. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. And it sets up 4th down. So the pressure's on. Here's the veteran, Jason Myers. This to even the score late. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. They'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So the pressure's on. Here's the veteran, Jason Myers. This one he's got to have. This one is on target, and it is good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. Well, a big play there, and maybe a big break, too. The ball going out of bounds, so they keep possession and keep a little bit of this momentum going, Greg.
We see this across the league so much now, Mike. Defenders are getting so good at ripping that ball out. Unfortunately for them, in this case, they got them.
Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. Now, on 2nd and long. They'll drop to throw. Quick slant into the hands of the speedy Flowers. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Jackson. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
4th down. Jackson. He'll try to run for it.
Oh, that's a great job there defensively. They know exactly where that 1st down marker is. It looked for a minute like he was going to be able to pick up enough yards to convert on that 4th down, but he doesn't. He's just shy, and that is a great stand here by this defense.
They go with Walker, and he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. The clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go. They'll come up now for second down.
Hey, here we go, hey. Someone shot.
Smith taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Now, first and goal.
Hey, here we go, hey.
They'll run here, and it's Charbonnet. Down to the 4, it'll be second and goal. And now the timeout will be called, so they are in field goal range with 3 seconds left. Pressure's on. Here's the veteran, Jason Myers. This to win the game. This kick is good. And that very likely will be a game winner.
And that's just got to be a great feeling over on that sideline, Mike. I mean, an excellent job by this offense to give yourself a chance to win it. And then this kick. I mean, what's left to be said? It was never in doubt, and it's going to lead this team to a victory.
And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the comeback falls short. Time runs out. This game is over. So the 12th man, a factor here, as it's a win for the Seahawks. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks. As we say, so long from
We've been here so many times, and you still stand in awe at the size of this place. We're at AT&T Stadium. Welcome to Arlington, Texas.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And off we go from Dallas. And this is not a good start. That kick falls just short of the landing zone, and this opening drive is going to begin from the 40. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Henry. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Marshawn Nealon, the one to send him down. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Lamar now from the gun. Caught by Flowers. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Cowboys territory. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. From the gun, a run for Henry. Works his way to the 35. And he's going to get it down to the 18-yard line. They get 27 on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. From the red zone now. Finds Aguilar. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Offense in the hurry up here. Blitz coming, Lamar. He brings it in. And he'll go down shy the end zone. They mark him at the 4. This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. On the move. And they take this in for the score. The Ravens finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Fielded just shy of the end zone. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got first down from the 31.
Yeah! Here we go, 47.
Opening play, and Dak's going to throw. He puts some power on it deep. That's complete inside the 35. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys finish off their opening drive. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
So here are the Cowboys getting set for a 2-point try. He's throwing for it. And this is caught. And that bid for the lead works out. They're now up 8-7. They come up with a touchdown of their own, and then, I love this, a little one-upping by scoring on the 2-point try to take the lead.
Yeah, you love it because you didn't have to make that call. The coach did. But clearly, they don't want to play from behind. They want to be the one dictating, and now they've got to do it the rest of the way.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Deontay Hardy to return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Pressure coming, it's Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it sets up second down. Pistol snap to Jackson. Forced out to his right. He's on the move. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. Offense up to the line fast. Lamar out of the pistol. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. We've got a close one here. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that side.
And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Tackle made by Trayvon Diggs. Got to figure out this third down here. Here's Jackson to throw. Buys time, rolling run. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. That punt reaches 50 yards. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. They're set up at the 35 now.
Yeah! There we go! 26!
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Another carry for him. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Going to the ground again on first. And they're going to bring him down after a good gain to the 40. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. And it's the Cowboys looking at 2nd and 1.
Here we go. 26!
Prescott here from the gun. Ferguson's got it, complete. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down. Working quickly here.
Here we go, 46!
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. It's taken in by Lamb. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Second and 1. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
2nd and 6 now. That one is is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now it's third down. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
Trying to find his tight end. And now they're up against it here on fourth down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Lamar throwing again. He finds him beyond the marker. And they bring him down around the 34. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. On first down, Jackson into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Kendricks. And the Cowboys get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a...
Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return.
You know, I can still hear the call all the way up in the booth. Okie, Okie! That's what that whole defense screams after an interception, and you see everybody getting involved. That nearly went for a house call. Just an incredible effort by that offense to run it down, but even with that, they will take that Okie any day. What a huge pick in return for that defense.
A 42-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is up and good. And they've taken back the lead.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. This one doesn't make the landing zone, so this drive's going to start at the 40. So hopefully he's able to find the landing zone next time. His first kickoff gives him some great field position here. One last play before the break. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Kill. Here we go, going to 54, 188, 47, 26.
He'll throw it. Escapes the pocket. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are stopped on that return. So that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Short kick gathered in at the 15. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Hey, kill. Here we go, 46.
First down, here's Dak. Got Lamb, and it's complete. He's at the 30. Gets the 10. There it is. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take the lead right away in half number 2. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
From the gun is Prescott. And this is caught as they hit the end zone for 2. Worked so well the first time. Hey, why not go right back to it? See if you can be successful again. They do, and they are.
Well, I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because you almost feel the confidence, right? Like, if you get it the first time, you're almost playing with house money. Even if you fail, it's still 14 points. It's not really a failure, and if you get it, well, you gain even more confidence and make that opponent think that much more.
They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. The Ravens in very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, speaking from experience here, what happens now with the 3rd sack allowed, especially on an early down like that, is that head coach and coordinator going to have a conversation. Okay, we got to fix this. Do we slide? Do we chip? Do we keep more people in? Because the one thing you can't do is keep getting your quarterback hit.
It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. They motion the slot man right. The defenders are there to get him at the line. That was Micah Parsons making that play. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Lamar off the play fake. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Jackson yet again. Completed over the middle. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Offense in the hurry up here. Jackson's going to throw again. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. From the gun, Jackson connects with Bateman. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Offense up to the line fast. Looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. And they make the tackle. I'm not sure that was an advisable gamble in this spot, Brock, as they turn it over on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
Has it downfield, working the left. Still going inside the 35. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown.